beautiful.
Yeah,
We just
very
been to see
beautiful.
Scalebound
Yep.
here at Gamescom 2016. So they're showing off. We've seen Drew. Okay, we've seen like the Joffrey-esque look-alike, who's like half dragon, kills with style, got a little blade, guns, whatever. This time it's all about the dragons.
Yep.
The cool bit.
The cool bit. And you can do a lot with those dragons, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize really how deep the RPG and how deep the customization system goes. You can basically, it's basically Jurassic World.
Yeah.
So there are different variants of dragons with different strengths and weaknesses, and you can basically manipulate the DNA in dragon shrines using those gems that you collect when you defeat enemies to create the ultimate breed.
Yeah, so it's like a 3-step process. You pick a base dragon and it has a selection of, it's basically a class. So you get like the Rex, which is, you know, kind of like the heavier type, I believe, and a Wyvern, and they all have like unique capabilities. Some are better at taking damage, some are good at, you know, giving damage, balance, speed, that kind of thing. And then from there, you essentially use those shrines to evolve them and add on traits from other types of dragons.
Create the Andromeda's Rex of dragons.
So you can like take a tank dragon and give it some wings by mixing DNA, and then give it like a bit of a speed boost.
Yeah.
And then the third part of it is armor.
Filling in the gaps.
Yeah, inevitably what happens is when you evolve this dragon into like a hybrid dragon, it will always have some sort of like deficiency in terms of one attribute or another. You cover up for that.
Life finds a way.
Yeah, it always. And you cover up for that using armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also really customizable, but it also it can get damaged in fights, so you have to repair and maintain it.
Yeah.
And it comes in loads of cool colors.
Yeah, so I
you
think
can pimp out your dragon.
Yeah, what they want to do is have everyone create this unique dragon, and it has opened the kind of like discussion about you could create dumb dragons to try and make the game difficult. Like you can create a fat Rex, which is like a Rex merged with another Rex, which essentially makes him even slower and tankier than before, and not as like versatile as the other dragons. So it could be a way of doing like a Dark Soul level 1, like, you know, new run essentially. But yeah, it's like trying to create unique dragons that are, you know, your style, and the evolution part of it lets you create a unique kind of like form of the dragon. It's not going to be a, you know, standard looking dragon or Wyvern. You'll have a weird hybrid.
Yeah, it reminds me of like in Forza, how they want you to have a relationship with your car. Same deal. They want you to kind of like make the dragon your own.
Except dragons,
Except dragons are way better. Cooler than cars. But the other thing they were showing is that, yes, you control Drew, but there is also, you know, Drew has this bond with the dragon Thuban, and
Dragon Link.
Dragon Link is the name for that bond. So basically what happens if you're in the middle of a fight, you know, we saw it in the demo, is it a Wumpa?
Yeah, we thought something called a Wumpa. Yeah, it's like quite a large abominable snowman monkey thing.
As in Wumpa fruit, like in Crash
Yeah,
Bandicoot.
something like that. But it was like this monkey type that was really aggressive, jumping at the enemy.
Same size as the dragon.
Yeah.
So obviously Drew can't take it on by himself, but if he uses the Dragon Link, you sort of like, Drew will stop.
Yeah, he locks into place.
Go to first person, and you're controlling the dragon. So Thuban is a playable character, and you can just rain fire with that dragon, and basically work together to attack its weak spot for massive damage.
Yeah. So what they wanted to emphasize with this mechanic was their games are known for being combo heavy, style heavy, and they haven't explored that too much. And the way they're doing it is it's not exactly like Bayonetta where it's frame precise execution.
No.
It's more like if you're very intelligent and use your skills together, you can do cool stuff. So in that fight, there was like a setup, a scouting phase, where Drew was running around the Wumpa and trying to see what he can do, and spotted like a weak point on the leg. And then he switched to the Dragon Link, where you see his hand just in the middle of the screen, and then commanded the dragon Thuban to kind of like push him over, and then he did like a ground pound, which essentially locked him in place, and he like held him down essentially. Yeah, and then Drew ran out front, activated his dragon hybrid mode, and just like bam, 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 bam. So it's that kind of thing, and they want you to develop it.
Yeah, it also means that like the dragon's not completely AI controlled, and you can basically dictate how the battle goes better. So looks very interesting.
Yeah, it's an
interesting mechanic.
It's the thing that was missing for me from Scalebound was the flair and the kind of the unique combat hook to it. It seemed like very much like a kind of like, you know, you've got this dragon and you're fighting here and there. But the fact that they've revealed you can control the dragon now, it adds a new wrinkle, a bit of texture to the combat mechanics that makes it more interesting for me and for the people who like the traditional deep Platinum games.
A lot of numbers, a lot of stats.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. I'm still excited about it. Don't think we've got like a confirmed release date. Some point 2017. Yeah. But for more on Scalebound, make sure you stay tuned to GameSpot.com.
Dragons
Are cool. Better than cars.